Defying Gravity. Memories. Dorothy Schmidt, Schulenburg, Texas, employee. In 1947, we didn't make a crop on our farm, so that meant that we had no money. I told my husband Leo, I'm going to town to apply at Stanzel's. I don't care what you say. I was 41 years old at the time. I went to Stanzel's and wrote out an application on August 15th, a holy day. In September, I heard that the Stanzel's had called back a group of people who had been working there before, and that was nothing but right. Then came October 7th. I was in the cotton patch, way back on the hill, scraping cotton, finishing up, pulling every little bit off the stalks. It was after school. I had the children with me. When I saw Leo driving home, I told the kids I'm going to walk up to the house and see what Daddy's getting into. My guardian angel told me to do that because as soon as I walked into the house, the telephone rang, and it was Joe Stanzel. Joe said to me, Dorothy, I was going through some applications and came across your name. Would you be interested in coming in to work? This was a Friday, so I asked him when. He said Monday. I told him, yes, I will be there. Then I hung up the phone. I turned to my husband and said, yeah, I got a job. You can go out to the field and get my cotton sack. Oh, I was so happy. I was a good worker. I don't want to brag, but I was. When I was hired, I worked part-time. It was a seasonal job in the fall. I started in the parts division. I put connectors on little motors. When my family was growing up, I did a lot of sewing, so I found this work easy. Then, as time went along, I went to the assembly line, where I was mostly a packer. When I first started at Stanzel's, I didn't even have an automatic washing machine at home. I had a wringer washer in a building outside the house. When wintertime came, I went to the washateria during the noon hour and came home with my basket of wet clothes because I didn't have a dryer either. We were still living in an old two-story house then. I would go up to the attic and hang a lot of clothes to dry there. A washing machine was my first big purchase, and then later on I bought a dryer. It was wonderful. I liked working at the factory better than working out in the fields. That was a kind of slavery, but that was our livelihood back then as farmers. I was proud that I worked at Stanzel's. It was a big employer, and there weren't many jobs for women in Schulenburg.